I recorded my thoughts as they came to me. Spur of the moment, authentic, and real. These are the ramblings of a 20-something just trying to figure it all out. Come to the conclusion that everything anyone ever does on the internet is always going to be better and prettier and cooler and more impressive than anything I've ever done, because like at this point I took on the mantra, I think 2 years ago, that comparison is the thief of all joy. I had it as my phone background for a long time and on my walls, like it be the truth. And so since then, we try and keep it in mind. Comparison is the thief of all joy. I don't need to compare myself to these hoes, and it's just not a concern, right? It's not a concern. Like, I'm not upset, but like sometimes I'll be inspired by someone, right? Like I'll see a YouTuber or an Instagrammer or whatever, and they just have a really cool life, and I'm like, man, if I could do some of that stuff, or if I had that amount of money, then things would be so different, or if I was that pretty, or if I, whatever. But it's like, it's just everyone, like I live a regular life. I work a little salaried job. I went to high school, went to college, work a little salaried job, part of the cog, a cog in the machine. I just live a standard, typical life. And I feel like even though I'm ahead in some aspects, like there's people who haven't moved out yet, I have a good salary for my industry. In general, not really, no. But for my industry, starting career, I'm doing pretty good for myself. My bills get paid, I have a car, things are going well, So I'm ahead of some people in those regards, but like online, it's just a whole nother ball field. Like, you're not gonna see normal people online making 30, 40, 50K, working 9 to 5 at their little job. You're not gonna see, like, living with roommates. You're not gonna see that. Because people who get famous online are famous online. And when you're famous online, you're a millionaire. So when you're a millionaire, your life isn't normal. So when your life isn't normal, that's all people see online, because that's the only thing that's gonna be seen online. So I don't really know what the point of me turning the camera on is. I was watching Myla Shea. She's a vlogger that I've watched for a long time. And she made a video explaining like her life story, and she kind of touched on how much money she makes. And I was just like, dang. If I can make half of that, some of my current financial goals would be just covered. If I was making all of that, girl, I'm gonna be retired by like 25. Try me. If I was making as much as her, try me. But it's like, okay, well, I'm not her. Then live her life and go through what she went through. And my YouTube channel, I don't have 200,000 subscribers, so no, I'm not making no money. And that's fine. Like I said, comparison is the thief of all joy. I don't really feel like comparing myself heavy deep to her. I did for a minute. Like, I had like maybe 10 minutes where I was like, wow, I'm shit. But I've gotten over it. I've gotten so much better at not comparing myself, or at seeing my comparisons and stopping myself and thinking logically. But it's just like, so much of what we do every day is absorbing media. And when media with TV and celebrities, it's like, okay, yeah, Sierra lives a really extravagant life, but number one, she wasn't vlogging 2 hours out of her day not 2 hours. She wasn't making hour-long vlogs every day the month of December, so we weren't feeling like we were seeing so much of her life. 2, she was making this crazy amount of money for talents and luck and chances and opportunities that all lined up that we knew we were never gonna come into contact with. So I was like, yeah, Sierra's got a lot of money and I'd like to have that, but I don't really know that much about her. I see her like 3 times a year. It is what it is. Now that media has kind of shifted more so to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, social medias, you know what these people have for breakfast. So it's kind of hard to like maintain that separation in your mind of like, their life is one that is the result of so much luck, so much chance, so many well-aligned circumstances. And yes, they have their talents and their abilities in the videos they make, or the photos they take, or in how pretty they are, how well they market themselves, or whatever, what have you. But their life is not the average life, and it's not attainable for the average person. It's so hard to maintain that concept sometimes, because it's all you see, and you see them living like a regular person to an extent. And that, like, if Sierra did a like eat with me video, she would be eating like chef cooked Weight Watchers type food. It would not be like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. We would not watch Sierra go to McDonald's, but we can watch the D'Amelios go to McDonald's, and they're millionaires, you know? It's also crazy because all these people are younger than me. So I'm not like mad. I guess I was upset for a second. And I just felt like coming on and reminding myself and reminding y'all, these people up on this app are not regular people. They're not living regular lives. Don't feel like you have to be them, or like you're striding towards them. And like if you don't get there by the age or by the time that they got there, like you're not there, you know? Like I tried to tell myself for a second there that my life is stagnant when it's not. I literally just moved across the country and started a new career. I don't know how that could be stagnant, but it's just like there's so much money. There's so much luxury. There's so many trips. There's so many lash appointments. There's just so much cool shit available. And the richer you are, the more cool shit that you have. So there ends up being a small little pocket of people who have all the cool shit, and leave the rest of us to just be like, well, damn. I guess I'll just deal with the lame shit and let that be that. Comparison is a thief of all joy. Remember that.
So it's been raining and cold lately, and as it's been raining, it's been cloudy, and as it's been cloudy, there hasn't been much sunlight, and as there hasn't been much sunlight, it's been cold. I'm in the bathroom, by the way. I found myself more sad. This has made me wonder if and when I will heal from things, or know that I've healed from things. It's because you give things time, you give them distance, you think about them, you write about how you feel, you talk about it with people, whatever would have you. And then, you know, with enough time, it becomes something that you don't think about every day. And that seems like progress, but what does it mean on the days when you do think about it? And on the days when it maybe doesn't hurt like it did before, but it's not like neutral, it's not good, it's still a bad thing. Have I let go of all the people and circumstances, situations, events in my life that I've had to mentally deal with? Or have I just pushed them down? What does healing and like being fully healed from something look like? How will I ever know if I'm there when I don't even know like what the destination even is, you know? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about all of these things from the past. I don't know what those events and those moments are supposed to mean to me at the end of the healed day. I don't know how it's supposed to change me, you know? Like they say, unhealed trauma, it indicates how you respond to things and how you communicate and how you are as a person. If you never were held as a baby, that will affect you in adult life, and you'll either crave affection or actively avoid it because you're like responding to what you had in the past. And so I guess in that instance, healing would be doing the opposite of whatever you were predisposed to do. But what does healing look like when there is no like clear, you know, back and forth? When it's just like something happened, or I knew someone, or I went somewhere, or I felt a way, or whatever, you know? I'll just try and think of a personal example that I want to give, because I have a lot, but I don't know which ones I want to just throw on the internet. Let me think. Guys, isn't my bob so cute? It really is. Like, the whole look is cute, but I'm just really proud of my bob, okay? Anyways, I have something really, really quick to say, and then I'm gonna let you get back to the video you were watching. Hello YouTube. As you know, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I really feel like you guys are following me along in the process, because every comment you leave, every video you watch all the way through, every like that you put, and every single one of you that stops watching silently and actually subscribes are really helping the cause. Because this is such a team effort, I thought it would be really fun to create something for us to celebrate each milestone, the road to 1,000. If If you want me to get a notification with your name in it when you press the subscribe button and to be featured on our lovely road to 1,000 roadmap, all you have to do is press that red button. I want to thank the 170 of you guys who have already subscribed. It is really exciting to be able to fill out the first part of my map. And because I'm expecting somewhat exponential growth, our goal is to get to 500 by August so that we can get to 1,000 by December. Now that you're colored in on this chart, you can't unsubscribe because everyone will know, and that will be really embarrassing for you. And also, if you're watching this video and enjoying this video and not subscribing to it, that's humiliating for you because you're not even on the chart. So please help us reach our goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by the end of December by pressing that subscribe button, leaving a like, a comment, a share, sending this video to your friends, and letting them all know that they need to get themselves on this chart. And if you happen to be one of the subscribers who makes me reach my milestone, I will call you out by name and thank you for joining the team. With that being said, I would like to thank my 170th subscriber, Demo's Dead. I hope you really enjoy your time here and thank you for subscribing. All right, I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I'll let y'all get back to the video you were watching. Year or two, just very quickly, my family dynamic changed a lot. Older brother moved out, little brother and mom started fighting all the time, parents separated, little brother moved out, now I've moved out. We're all apart from each other for the first time. Like, I'm away from it. I feel better. I've enjoyed the distance. We got together for Thanksgiving. I enjoyed seeing them. I don't have any like hard feelings for anybody, but it's still a tricky situation. It's still something I'm actively dealing with because, well, I mean, my parents aren't fully divorced, and I don't really know how their divorce has changed my views on relationships. Like, at first it made me feel very hopeless in it all. Like, Beyonce got cheated on and I'm parents are getting divorced. Like, what's left? What am I supposed to believe in at this point, you know? So it was very discouraging, and it was very much like, well, they've been married, what, 30, 40, 20, I don't know, some odd number of decades. They've been married for decades, and now it's all just leaving. How am I supposed to like maintain a relationship that they couldn't? That's where I was at first, but you know, time's like, okay, people change, things change. And now I'm at a place where I'm like, you know, people change and things change. You don't necessarily have to be with someone for your whole life for it to be a good relationship and for it to have been worth it, you know? Sometimes people are just there for the amount of time that they're there for. But that is absolutely not the mindset that I had before. So now that it's changed, it's like, has it changed for the better? Is that change my way of healing from dealing with their separation, or am I still dealing with it? Do I need to get back to where I started? Or do I need to form like a whole new opinion that is better than this one? Like, at what point am I done? And it's still like, I'm not happy to think about my family being this separated and chaotic and just constantly upset with each other and just like not good. I'm not happy with that, but I would be a bit remiss if I was. I'm not meant to be happy about that. That's just objectively bad. My family not getting along and my parents separating, like, that's a bad thing. It would be very strange if I was at peace with that and just not at peace with it. I'm supposed to be at peace with it, allegedly, but it would be strange if I didn't have any negative feelings about it. But like, where does it become like, because I'm not going to be like, oh, it's good that my family is not getting along. I'm not going to say that. But it's also, I'm not supposed to be like sad and crying about it. And obviously I'm not, but where am I supposed to be then? Like, where in that spectrum of like devastated sobbing to like, oh, this is great, this is amazing, I love this. Where in the middle is healed? Where am I supposed to be trying to get to? At what point am I done thinking about something, done like processing something and like at a good place? And at what point am I just deciding that I'm done and ignoring it and distracting myself and just pushing feelings down? Like, what's the goal here? Yeah, I've just been unhappy with the rain and the dark and the sadness. And I've been thinking about a lot of things. And it's not like the same level of sadness that I had
year ago about these things, but it's still there. I'm still thinking about it. And I know I'm thinking about it because I've been sad, because there is no sun, and because like that's just not really the best for the human brain. But was the sun my distraction? Was like moving to a new place and going out and doing things my distraction from how I was actually feeling, or was that part of the healing process? Like, have I been helping myself, or have I been lying to myself? You know, I kind of thought talking about this would clear something up, but it didn't. The question is the same, and I do not know the answer. So, yep, that is just another one of my random thoughts through adult life. When are you done healing? What does being done healing even look like for things that aren't so black and white? If anybody has any ideas, please let me know.